I'm so sorry. It's terminal. The word hung between us like smoke. My wife collapsed into my chest, her fingers digging into my shirt as if grief required choreography. Her sobs were violent, convincing, Oscar-worthy. Over her shoulder, our family physician avoided my eyes. His hand trembled when he handed me the file. Stage fright, perhaps. 3 months to live. Aggressive condition. Rapid decline expected. My wife whispered, "We'll fight this together." Her tears soaked through my collar. But I noticed something strange. She wasn't looking at me. She was looking at him. A glance, quick, charged. I've negotiated hostile acquisitions worth millions. I know when two people share a secret in the same room. And that moment, that flicker of electricity between them, that wasn't pity. It was anticipation. I held her tighter and smiled. Because if I was dying, I wanted to see how far the performance would go. The diagnosis changed everything, or so she thought. My wife began hovering, bringing me herbal teas, suggesting we update the will, insisting we consolidate assets to simplify things. Simplify. Interesting word. The doctor scheduled more visits than necessary. House calls. Late evenings. Lingering eye contact. One afternoon, I pretended to sleep in the study. They didn't know the door was slightly open. "You have to be patient," he whispered. "She deserves something after this," my wife replied. Deserves. The pronoun cut deeper than the disease. After what? After my funeral? Their footsteps retreated down the hallway together. Not rushed. Not guilty. Comfortable. I reviewed my medical file that night. The terminology felt inflated, dramatic, almost theatrical. So I sent the biopsy samples to a private laboratory overseas under a different name. Discretion is a skill money can buy. While waiting for results, I observed. She began browsing villas abroad, Switzerland, lake views, privacy laws. She thought I didn't notice. But I built my empire on noticing what others overlooked. Then came Thanksgiving. I received a call from my daughter-in-law. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." She shouted, laughter in her voice. Background chatter. Dismissal disguised as humor. I paused. The woman who never returned my calls now commanded me like hired help. "Enjoy," I replied, and hung up. That evening, I posted photos of a property I had quietly purchased months ago. A villa in Switzerland. Marble floors, glass walls, alpine silence. Within an hour, my phone rang 71 times. Greed travels faster than grief. The private lab results arrived first. No terminal illness. Not even close. I was healthier than most men my age. I reread the report 3 times. Then I laughed. Softly. Controlled. So that was the game. Insurance policies had been updated 2 months earlier. Beneficiary, my wife. My life had been converted into a payout schedule, but they had underestimated one detail. I don't react. I plan. I installed discrete recording devices in the living room and study. Micro cameras hidden in smoke detectors. Audio inside decorative sculptures. She thought the house was hers. It was always mine. Days passed. Their conversations grew bolder. "We can't delay much longer," the doctor said one night. "She suspects nothing," my wife replied. "Once the next report confirms progression, we push palliative care." Progression. Fabricated. Calculated. I sat upstairs listening through headphones. Every word a nail. Not in my coffin. In theirs. I contacted a federal investigator through a corporate acquaintance. Insurance fraud. Medical conspiracy. Attempted financial exploitation. I handed over the recordings. They asked if I wanted to press charges. I said nothing for a moment. Then, "Let's wait. Because revenge is not about anger, it's about timing." The final performance happened on a Tuesday evening. My wife sat beside me on the couch holding my hand. The doctor delivered the updated results. "It's progressed faster than expected." Her tears began instantly. "Flawless." She buried her face in my shoulder. I reached for the coffee table and pressed play. Their voices filled the room. Clear, undeniable. "We split everything 50-50. She won't make it to spring." Her sobbing stopped mid-breath. The doctor went pale. I watched their faces, not the screen. Shock is a fascinating emotion. It strips people down to their primitive core. "You recorded us?" she whispered. I tilted my head. "You rehearsed well," I said quietly. No yelling. No accusations. Just facts. The doorbell rang. Right on cue. 2 federal agents stepped into my living room. Badges flashed. Voices calm, professional. The doctor tried to speak. Words tangled in panic. My wife clutched my arm. "This isn't what it looks like." It was exactly what it looked like. Fraud, conspiracy, attempted financial exploitation, medical malpractice. They were escorted out past the same marble floors she planned to inherit. She turned once at the door. For sympathy, for mercy. I gave her neither. Silence is colder than rage. As the door shut, the house felt lighter, cleaner. I walked upstairs, poured myself a drink, and opened the window. Winter air filled my lungs. Healthy lungs. The kind she thought were dying. My phone vibrated again. My daughter-in-law. Again and again. 71 missed calls had turned into pleading messages. Apparently, the villa photos had circulated. Family rediscovered affection quickly when wealth becomes visible. I didn't answer. Not then. Not ever. The divorce was swift. Her assets froze pending investigation. The doctor lost his license before the trial began. I sold the house. Not because it held bad memories, because it held none at all. I relocated to Switzerland quietly. The villa overlooks a lake that reflects nothing but sky. No performances, no rehearsed grief, just silence. Sometimes my phone still rings. Family members who once minimized me now ask about visits. Holidays, forgiveness, inheritance. I let it ring. Control is not loud. It doesn't scream or slam doors. It listens. It waits. Then it acts once. Precisely. They thought I was dying. What they didn't understand was that I had never been more alive.